Alright, so today we're going to be running a console game of Mr. Will here. We'll be playing a Roadhog on Ilios Ruins. Um, so with your team comp, pretty standard, not too bad. So the thing is, you do have a Genji and a Tracer, and both of those are not shield busters. So depending on what shield they're rocking, you're going to have to help your Orisa bust the shield. Because you can't really expect your two flanking guys to do a lot of damage to shields, or your Lucio really to be kind of busting shields. You gotta aim for the basket if you're gonna take shots. Come on, man. You can't just waste the ball like that. People want to score buckets. I think you're speaking French too, which is like strike two already. But as far as steep comp goes, you're doing, you're fine so far. Like this is a good, not, it's not really a standard team comp, because you've got like two divey DPS and then two very stationary tanks. Mercy fits in with everything. She's OP, and Lucio is good for you and Orisa because he helps you move around quicker. Ideally, you'd want like a soldier or something to kind of sit behind with your Orisa. But alright, so you go up here, get some high ground. That's fine. Throw out a hook. That Diva was already backing away from the corner when you threw your hook, so even if you landed it, it probably would have broken with the line of sight from the corner. Whereas if you threw it out right now, there's no way you'd miss, and then her defense matrix would be shut out. So kind of not throwing out your hook as soon as you see someone like that might be hookable, you know, because now you have a really good chance. Of course, she could also be being really ballsy because... Alright, so you see the Junkrat right here.
Right. Junkrat.
Alright, you call him. Take a breather, that's okay. Nice. Alright, you want that? Yep. Good. Good. So that's exactly what you want to do there. Your hook is on cooldown, so you can't hook the Mercy. You just bought it and Destroyer face. You're a tank. You're a really beefy character, and your Take a breather is about to be on cooldown, so no matter how much you take, you can probably survive this. You're trapped, that's okay. Alright, try to hook that guy. Alright, that's fine. It's after he's dead. It's a bit unlucky. Junkrat's getting out. Go around to try to pick him up. Alright, your Genji gets him. Good. Good stuff. Alright, so you're kind of up right now. Pretty... That was fat, dude. That was... I mean, you weren't going to die unless he was getting damage boosted and, like, destroyed you, but that was fat. That was a good cheeky pick. As Roadhog, you can kind of do that, especially on console where people's aim isn't as good. Nice. So again, alright. So far, dude, your plays are on point. You kind of feel like when they're doing a big push and pulling out, but right now you really should be kind of aggroing, because all they've got left are two healers, a Winston and a Diva, and none of those can really stop you or burst you down quick enough. So you should kind of be getting aggro right now instead of backing out. Maybe just you're taking a breather and then you're going to go in. Yeah, perfect. Alright. Alright, so you heal the Winston. It's on your healers. Nice. Good. Good protecting. So, I'm going to assume that was a misclick, buddy. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say you misclick, because there was no need to ult here. Their two DPS are still respawning, and maybe... Alright. I mean, it worked. You've got your hook. You shouldn't be scared of this diva. You shouldn't be dancing around her. Yeah, you should have just turned around and hooked her. You shouldn't have been scared of her. She's not gonna win that. Especially since she started to use her missiles while you were taking a breather. But that's okay. You've still got the point. Yeah, you are a person down now. I don't know who that person is. So we'll see. Alright, I still see Orisa. I still see Lucio. Good delete on the Reaper. Kind of a bit of a waste there. Winston's not going to do that much damage. You're getting damage boosted now, so now is when you just go ham. An ult here would have been great from you. Good freaking combo. Like, your mechanics are on point. I honestly can't tell that your console. I don't know if that's bad or not. Alright, unlucky on that. You're getting kind of knocked around. Grab the health. Alright, what was your health at when you took a breather right there? So you're getting knocked. You grab that. You're at 572, man. You're telling me you want to waste 300 XP, or 300 healing, and 50% damage reduction for 28 health right now. Didn't need this, right? This was a big waste. You could have stalled for a lot longer if you had your take a breather. Especially now that Junkrat's dead, like, and even like right now would be a perfect time to take a breath. You're at 300, you get the extra 300, you get damage reduction. But you're on cooldown for another 2 seconds. Nice. Your mechanics are on point. Alright, you might want to ult this just to get them off point. It's kind of unlucky. Oh man, you're 2 down, dude. There's not much you're going to be able to do here. They're just going to swarm over you. The fact of the matter is, all you've got is Lucio for heals. So you've got to play very passively now and hope that people will reconnect. Because there's not much you're going to be able to do here. As a solo hog, I mean, you kind of delete the Winston, you do good hooks against the Diva. You're doing good hooks everywhere, but right now 2 down, this is rough. Your Arista's trying to put in work, but I mean, in this situation, it's going to be a loss unless they both reconnect. Because, yeah, so far, the only two things, right? 2 things I've noticed you that are kind of weird was your take a breather and then that first ult you did. Besides that, so far, your gameplay has been very solid. Nice hook. Nice delete, dude. Like I said, these are great. Unfortunately, he's going to get brought back. Yep. Once you hear the Mercy ult, whoever you just killed, expect them to come back. Alright, your Tracer's floating around trying to fight. Trying to 1v6. It's not a good idea. I don't even know where your other person is. Alright, you kind of throw a hook onto the Tracer, which can be good, but right here in this little poke phase, you don't really want to be wasting cooldowns like that, especially when this thing is so stacked against you. You need to be trying to make sure that every single hook is connecting with something either you can kill or like Diva while she's defense matrixing something. See, there would have been a good hook because it would have been your whole team against that one Diva. Good hook. Unlucky that he wraithed it. Nice. Yeah, you're probably gonna die here. Oh my god, what a clutch. You're getting tanked pretty hard. I'd be expecting a Reaper ult sometime soon. Oof. You might just want to ult this in the corner. Because you're running out of time, so you need to just start putting out fat damage. Yeah. So you kind of held on to your ult there. There's no real point, especially when you saw a bunch of them in that little tiny room. I would have just ulted there and just tried to stall, or just gone straight to point and ulted and tried to just knock them off and maybe get a cheeky cap in or something. Because, I mean, right now, there's nothing you can do to this. I mean, no matter how good you are, if they're even remotely near your level and it's a 4v6, you're probably going to lose. Unless they decide to like not run Mercy and run like 2 weak healers, you're not going to have a big impact. Alright, you're actually going for the shot this time, so I'm going to take away that first strike of why you just aimed at the corner. You're lining this up very hard. I love it. Alright, so you got 1 player back. Ah, you missed your shot, so I'm afraid this is probably going to be a loss for you. Team morale is low, and then you missed the bucket, so next time you want to aim, basically say this is the net. You want to aim for lower, and you want to be standing straight up. But that's okay. You'll get there eventually. Okay, so the other good thing is this map is great for both Orisa and Hog, so you should be aiming to hook as many people in, especially, right, because they had no shields. So ideally what you want to do is wait for either the Winston or the D.Va to either jump or use their jets, and then try to hook them in. Because environmental kills are incredibly strong right now, since Mercy is... Mercy's res is freaking crazy hard. Okay, so now they have an Orisa, so you don't want to be near the edge. So, alright, you've got all your people back. That's a good thing. Alright, so you come around the corner. You see that shield pop up? Right here. And you see this person? Do not get close to the edge. Right? Not until you have a shield, or you're far enough away that she won't get you, or she's distracted on something else, because this is exactly what will happen. Big feed. Right? The good thing is, their Hog wasted his hook on you when you were already dying. But, the second you saw that shield, you should have been avoiding that ledge, because that was immediately what she went for. See, if you'd waited... Let's watch this from her point of view. If you'd waited just half a second and you'd been behind your Ursa shield, you could have destroyed their Hog, right? But I mean, that's okay. You weren't expecting. I'm gonna assume you weren't expecting it because they were running dive tanks last round, but we'll see. All right, so there, you've got 2 healers now: Soldier, Tracer. This is good. I don't know what you're saying, man, but you keep calming. All right, so good stuff right there. Whew. Good recovery. Good use of thing. You see that Junkrat right there? Beautiful. He's a 1. He lives. How upsetting. All right. Right now, your hook is off cooldown. You see 2 tanks out behind, not behind their shield. So instead, you decide to... What are you deciding to do? What is this? Why are you doing this? So you decide to flank in here for some reason. Then you see this Mercy Reaper here, and you decide to completely ignore them. And then you see the Tracer go by. You decide to completely ignore her to shoot at the shield. That you're not going to do anything over here right now. You could get a pick easily with a hook combo on any 3 of those characters, but for some reason, I don't know if you are unlucky that he wraithed, but he shouldn't have even been all the way over there, and your team is very down right now, so you should be thinking about leaving. Yeah, you don't want to 1v1 a Reaper. If you landed that hook, you would have won, but he does regen, and he does do a lot of damage to tanks, which you are, and you have no armor or anything to mitigate any of that. So you should have been thinking about leaving or just hanging back until your team shows back up, because now you're kind of big staggered, and your team is either going to push without you, which is a bad idea, or they're going to have to wait for you, which is going to take time. When you should have easily lived there. You shouldn't have taken that fight. You shouldn't have gone hunting for that.
Left side.
Alright.
No way.
That Reaper is popping off. Alright, so he used his Wraith. You're going to get close. Nice. Good hit. Alright, why? Don't throw mid-air 180 hooks, man. You're not in FaZe Clan. You're likely not going to hit it. And even if you did, right, and here's the important thing. Even if you did hit that hook, what would happen? It'd pull the Junkrat towards you, but then because you're both flying through the air, that would be crazy to hit, right? You don't know whether his body would be down here in front of you or up above you, right? Because those interactions, you don't get enough in to like predict where their body's going to be. It's not always going to be dead in front of you. And then even if it is dead in front of you, but you're flying up, it might be low, it might be high. That was just a waste of a hook right there. And then here you're trying to just punish him. He's just going to kind of... Alright, Reaper. Would have been nice to have a hook here. Alright, so he's wraithed. So now there's Wraith's on cooldown. Alright, unlucky. Good effort. Good attempt on the hook. You've got ult here, though. And you're at 90% loss. So you have 13 seconds right now. I think that's an 87. To try to take this point. So you need to either clear them off and or start killing everything. So he's got no Wraith again. Now's a great time to ult. You did what I said there, but here you get into this fight. He Wraiths right here. Ult this hallway right here. Ult this, and just start destroying that shield and doing a lot of damage because they're all lined up right now. You probably won't get any kills. You probably will just do some damage, and then the Reaper might Wraith and go around. But it's better than, right, letting the Reaper walk behind you and then ulting. Because now he's immediately behind you at close range, which is where you don't want to be against a Reaper. And then you've also got this Hog right here, and then everyone kind of lined up, but you're not going to get any environmentals here, and they're all basically going to be on the point. So here you ult, and then you realize, crap, the Reaper's behind me, destroying me. Alright, you get that kill, you manage to live. Alright, good hook, or good suck from your Orisa. This Tracer's going to hardbot you. Good job protecting your hitbox. They Valked. Alright, good. Nice murder, dude. I mean, I think that guy just put down the controller and walked away or something. So they bring him back. Good hook. Good finish. Alright, nice. So good job destroying those respawns. Nice suck on your Orisa. Even though you lost your soldier, that's fine. You just have to do a hard hold here. Alright, so Mercy's alone, left side. Preemptive hook. But why would she go this way? Right? Why would... So you see the Mercy, she just Valked, so she's going to land over there. Alright. You're kind of just looking around. You push up maybe for this Hog. You see the Mercy. She went this way. Why would she continue going this way? Why would she run onto point, right? They've got plenty of time. There's no one here for her to heal. There's one person way over here for her to Guardian Angel to, but even then she wouldn't come over here. So you kind of throw a preemptive hook, but if you put yourself in her shoes, if she was smart and saw you walking at her, she would do exactly what she did, which is just turn around and walk away. And right there would have been a nice place to have the hook in this nice little hallway. So you're trying to hunt her down. Alright, you hook the Orisa and you decide to heal and get out. That's fine. Bit of ult charge. Where the fuck did he come from? Okay, he was up on the balcony and then he dropped down. That's funny. So you just start melting him. That's fine. Good stuff. Alright. Alright, so in a Hog v Hog, you want to be careful that that he does not have hook before you take a breather. Because if what happens if he knows you don't have hook and then he takes a breather and then you take a breather when he does have hook, he'll interrupt it and he'll win that fight. So you both hook each other, that's fine. You solo ult him, then you get the Orisa. Or you try to get the Orisa. Nice. Alright, so both the tanks down. That was a good ult, that was a good fight. Got a bit lucky. But since he just hooked you, that was a good play. Not the greatest. I would stop hanging around that ledge when they have an Orisa and a Hog, because you're likely to get environmentaled. But it worked out in that case, and they both chased you thinking you were fresh blood. Alright, so now you're doing the sneak. This is why the sneak is risky, because that's a lot of damage for you to walk into. I mean, you knew you just killed the Hog, so you knew he was going to be coming back. It's kind of unlucky the Junkrat was there. I get that you were chasing the Mercy, but you don't want to be doing that without a team. That's literally just you feeding, and especially since you were taking a breather, 900 ult charge to the enemy team. Either their Junkrat or their Hog now have an extra 900, and whatever damage you did do, you fed to their Mercy as Valk. So that flank wasn't exactly great. I sometimes those can work, but when that's all you're doing, they expect it, and then like in those cases, you're gonna get destroyed. All right, so here you dropped both your soldier and your Orisa, and there's 3 on the point. Your tracer got the hog, but this is gonna be rough for you. And you just lost your mercy. Your tracer's kind of going huge right now for you, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. So Junkrat right there. Ooh, he's hurt. So again, right, take a breather management. What was your health at? You're at 600. He hits you with a pipe. That's it. You're at 480. I'm not saying that's horribly bad, but it would have been much better to have around here, wouldn't it? Because even if you hadn't healed that 120, you'd still be at 80 health. You'd still have it to take it here and the damage reduction. So you kind of tried to heal off chip damage. Nice. Oh, lucky. Nice, nice. You heard the Mercy rezzing. You should have turned around and melted her. Because either she was rezzing that Junkrat or that Reaper, which were both really close to you. That was a really good pulse bomb. And then I think that's going to be GG. GG. So, the beginning of Ruins, right? You popped off. Do you have gold healing too? Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh no, they DC'd. All right, I'm gonna hope that Mercy DC'd, and then when they came back, they had no healing, and that's why you get gold healing. So you did some good things, right? You had some very good plays, especially at the beginning. The beginning of that Koth round, I was like, how is this guy in gold? You were hitting disgusting hooks. You were focusing the right targets. You were hitting nasty right clicks. You were kind of playing flank hog, which is okay, but you weren't going like way too deep. Like you weren't trying to like 1v6 them. And then kind of in that second round, I don't know if it's because of like the DCers and you'd already felt you had lost or something, but like some of those flanks you did, they were just big feats. The only time you really want to do those flanks is if you know that there's one person staggered, and or you know that they're like fully committed and you can go around. Your take a breather sometimes is you're a bit too happy to use that real quick when you haven't taken enough damage to really justify it. Because here's the thing, right? Not only do you want to save that for when you really need it, the more healing you do, the more ult you build. And so if you're doing 300 healing each time you take a breather, you're getting so much ult from it that you can whole hog really often. Some of your whole hogs are really good. Some of them were not so good. Just kind of try to recognize what makes a good whole hog and what makes a bad one. It's not... Whole hog isn't like a huge ultimate like grav where you really have to make sure you get a good grav. It's not so bad to have a bad whole hog every now and again because A, you build it pretty quickly as a good hog with good hooks and good take a breathers. And B, it's not the biggest ult in the game. It's got its uses, and it's really great at zoning and at like breaking shields. But at the same time, like it's not a grav or a shatter where if you mess it up, that's it. Your team's lost that fight. So all in all, you did good. I think it was unlucky that you had those 2 DC in that first half because you should have won that first map, and then this should have gone to the third. But on the second map, you did not play as well as you did on the first. So yeah, all in all, probably give like 7 out of 10, right? On that first map, you had like a 9 out of 10. I was like, there's no way this guy's gold. He's got to be smurfing. But on that second map, I could see it. But it's hard in those situations where people DC. So I wouldn't take this loss too heavily upon yourself. There are definitely parts of your play you can improve upon. But that loss was definitely not on you. That was definitely on the couple of levers, or they're not levers, they're DCers, which is just unlucky. Unless the guy keeps doing it, in which case, don't queue up for comp with them.